Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique, and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your continued love and support here on the channel. For those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box. Just send me an email, and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. So today's topic for our pick a card is a message from your higher self. So we do have 3 piles for you guys to choose from today. If you do feel drawn to more than one of the piles, that is perfectly okay for today's reading. Go with whatever your intuition is drawing you towards. For pile number 1, we do have Obsidian. So Obsidian for pile number 1. For pile 2, we have a Fireworks Obsidian or Firework Obsidian. For pile number 3, we have Mookaite Jasper. So Mookaite Jasper for pile number 3. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that resonated with the Obsidian, this is going to be your reading today. So we're finding out a message from your higher self. So let's put your oracle cards out. And if you are interested to know what oracle decks I'm using, you can always find them listed in the description box. So let's pull this one first. We have card number 13, Candle Magic, and it says intention. We have number 5, it says the Gelato Goddess, and then there's also this little sign on her shirt that says Brave Girl. We also have Move. And then we have Rooted, number 34, and it says, may you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. Okay. All right, so let's look at your tarot. We have the Emperor. We have the King of Cups. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The Nine of Pentacles. And we also have the Knight of Wands. Let's see. Okay, so I do feel like there is a very clear message here from your higher self about some type of change and movement that's needed. And we'll try to figure it out, but a little bit more information. But we have the Two of Wands here, which is about planning. It's also about choices. And the Wheel of Fortune is here, which is about change. And it's about a need for some type of maybe making a decision here. So you do have the Emperor, which is about taking decisive action. It's also about strategy. And you have intention up here. So perhaps setting some type of intention and then moving towards whatever that might be. Now we do in this move card here, she's holding those little tiny little barbells, the hand weights, and like she's lifting them, and she's like, she looks really fit here. And then this kind of looks like it's the old version of her on the floor. So some of you could be, you know, working on your fitness, working on your physical body, and that could be quite literally your message from your higher self, you know, inspiring you to keep going, especially if you've already started kind of like working on moving. You know, this, in the way that this looks here, this can also symbolize maybe some type of transformation that is taking place within you here as well. The Knight of Wands is also a very action-oriented card about motivation. So perhaps some of you, your higher self is trying to give you motivation, especially maybe like if for those of you that have been wanting or thinking about working out and, you know, feeling better about your body and maybe wanting to work on physical fitness. Like I said, that could certainly be something here. But you know, the other way that we can look at this is in that your higher self is wanting you to get to work towards shedding the old version of yourself. You know, perhaps it is time for change, or to kind of set things in motion to kind of begin this process, or even to maybe even take the next step in that process, whatever that means for you. Okay. I think we're going to look at this Gelato Goddess here, number 5. And this is from the Love Your Inner Goddess Oracle. That is number 5. Let's see. Okay, so it says, in a reading, have you given another the power to influence your sense of self-worth or your direction in life? Choose with care whom you allow to get close to you and to guide you. It's obvious and yet easy to forget that if we accept guidance or influence from another, we want to make sure that they are living the kind of life and being the kind of person that we aspire to be. You can learn from and be inspired by others, but you must stay true to yourself. Do not allow anyone else's voice to become more important to you than the divine voice within your own heart. So this is kind of like, in a way, your higher self is saying, listen to me. Listen to me. Don't listen to anyone else. Listen to what I have to say to you. I'm giving you this knowledge and this wisdom, you know, for you to connect to your higher self. The spiritual guidance for this card says your soul has 10,000 flavors. Some people may try to persuade you that one soul flavor is better than the others. Best to ignore those with such unadventurous palates. You are a divine gelateria, an array of sacred scrumptiousness. Sometimes you will be kind, other times you will be fierce. Sometimes you will be sweet, determined. Sometimes you will be all class. At other times you'll wolf down your lunch like it's the last meal you'll ever eat. Those rare people who accept themselves unconditionally will be able to accept you, all parts of you, unconditionally too. Others who struggle to accept themselves may struggle to accept all of you. That's quite an interesting point. And it's actually bringing two people that I can think of in my own life that are very opposite. What I notice when I'm around them, like one person who's super insecure and kind of projects onto others, where another person that I have in my life is so secure and so confident in themselves, that they kind of engage with other people in such a more positive, influential way. So I'm sure some of you might be able to think of that too, of who do you have in your life that, you know, even if you feel insecure, right, about something about yourself, but you hang out with somebody and that's like, they don't even see that. They just see you as awesome and amazing. And then you might have another friend who, you know, or even a family member who's super insecure. And it's like, you just notice the dynamic there is just, it's just off. It's just different. But yeah, that's an interesting point. That totally brought up two different people that are just polar opposites that I know in my life. So others who struggle to accept themselves may struggle to accept all of you. They may want you to behave in a certain way. They may feel embarrassed or afraid of what others may think, and so they try to censor you. Maybe they think they are helping you, but they are not. They aren't quite ready to be freely and truly themselves. Maybe one day they will be, but in the meantime, you won't help them or yourself by trying to change who you are. You are worth so much more, with so much more to offer than those who are ready to embrace all of you. Carefully choose with whom you share yourself. You deserve to be, and to be loved for being, all of you. So the sacred ritual for this card says, say aloud with confidence, I trust, love, and respect all the different parts of me to work together as I live my most creative, honest, and beautiful life. I choose to share myself with those that love and respect all of me. And for those of you that are wanting that, again, I'm going to put this up here. If you want to take a screenshot of that, maybe journaling with it or using it as an affirmation would be beautiful. Okay. Quite interesting. So I do feel like I want to get a little bit more. I feel like with your move, I feel like Spirit is kind of wanting you to move with intention, with purpose, with planning in the way that you move forward. And I feel like with this rooted energy here, because it says, may you never tear the living ritual that is magic. Merge within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. So it's almost kind of like, I feel like Spirit's saying to you, your higher self, is like not to lose your true essence of who you are. You know, certainly shed away those parts of self that are inauthentically you. But this is also about, I feel like, you keeping yourself grounded and feeling secure within yourself, confident within yourself. You know, maybe your higher self is saying to you, like, be more confident in yourself. You know, the Emperor here too is all about structure, foundation, security, focus, discipline. You know, maybe perhaps some of you, this is being more disciplined. You know, maybe if there's something that you've been thinking about doing and you've been putting it off, your higher self could be like giving you a kick in the pants and saying, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get yourself in line and in balance here, and let's kind of move forward with confidence and feeling grounded and secure with the moving, the flowing, the changing. Start to really trust in your intuition so that as you move forward and you plan, right, with what you're building, because the Emperor can really also talk about us like literally building our empire, building our foundation, something solid that you're building upon. And maybe that foundation is you, right? It could be you, or it could be something else outside of yourself that you're building. Maybe it's a career. Maybe it's, you know, a new path for yourself. But it's like your higher self is saying to you here to do things with intention, with purpose, to flow. I'm going to clarify this Wheel of Fortune here. Kind of like following your heart's desires with confidence, I feel like is another thing here. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? We've got the 9 of Wands. The 5 of Swords. Yeah, some of you, I feel like you could be self-sabotaging. Okay, it could even be a certain type of victim type of mentality, maybe even from past wounded energy, from your past, okay, childhood, past relationships, connections, situations that you've gone through. But the Chariot is about having the willpower, the determination, the focus, the drive, you know, to kind of get things in motion, to make steady progress. So it's almost like your higher self is saying to you here, let's maybe come up with a plan, a strategy. Let's focus. Let's get disciplined. Let's get moving. Keep yourself grounded. Let's think about your plans. What are we doing for the future? What's our direction right now? Let's start taking action towards that. Let's be brave. Let's be courageous. Let's do things with intention. Almost kind of like your higher self is like trying to give you like a pep talk. It almost, when I'm saying it, it almost feels like it's like you're, I want to say kind of like a drill sergeant, almost like you're, you know, like your higher self's like, stand up straight, tuck those knees in, pick your head up, like just keep going like that, or to help you to kind of like really, you know, whip you into shape. Maybe for some of you, literally like working on your physical body and just like really, you know, especially if you've been trying to look better and be healthier and stuff like that, it's always a good thing. You know, like your higher self is like trying to give you a pep talk, like, come on, let's go, get to it. So yeah, the Chariot is a beautiful, positive energy, you know, about moving towards success, accomplishment, you know, setting your mind towards something, because the Emperor is masculine energy, which is about action and doing things, getting things done, focusing, discipline, organization, commitment, dedication, so that you can be successful, you know? So yeah, I feel like your higher self is really giving you a kick in the pants here, to get yourself grounded, get yourself in line, with that Chariot energy, which is about balancing your energy, right? So you can move forward and make some good progress here. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's pull some more Oracle. I'm just going to pull some extra messages here. Anything else for pile 1? We have considered a change on your career path. Now, only take the messages, you know, if you really feel like it resonates for you, because these might not be for all of you. We also have you deserve more money and opportunities. Okay, so those of you that have especially been feeling that, and your intuition, your connection to your higher self has been telling you that, this is your confirmation. Okay, I also just saw underneath the deck. No, it wasn't that one. Well, we do have the star here. Okay, it was the other deck actually. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So that right here could also be clarity surrounding some type of new beginning. So especially for those of you where you're considering a change here, the Seven of Cups could also be your higher self saying to you, start exploring other opportunities, especially if you're feeling, you know, the voice of your own soul's own inner truth that is kind of leading you in that direction. Any other messages for pile number 1? We have, wow, updates to your psychic abilities. What else for pile 1. We have your guides connect with you in nature, set new goals, and then redirecting you on your path. So some of you clearly being redirected here, moving forward. You know, like I said earlier, the Wheel of Fortune is about change. So there's a need, right, for us to be flexible with that, wherever Spirit is guiding you. And if you don't know, you know, quite where that is yet, please do make sure that you connect in with your intuition, so you can connect with your own inner voice and your soul's truth to help to guide and lead you to where that is. You know, your higher self could be trying to redirect you, maybe even in big ways or even in subtle little shifts. Some of you may have already been feeling it, like something coming on here that's kind of like a big change coming or a big shift coming. Like you can feel it, but you don't know what it is yet. Okay. Okay, so it says transformation gives you the power to develop and mature into fullness. So it's like the best version of you. The best version of you. We have something is coming to an end. Okay, so we know that. We've got an ending here of maybe some kind, some type of new beginning here, a change. Consider change on your career path. You deserve more money and opportunities, redirecting you on your path. Yeah, at the bottom we've got leaving something behind. Leaving something behind. I think I want to look at this redirect energy a little bit. What is this redirecting you on your path for pile 1 from their higher self? Where is pile 1 being redirected? The 8 of Cups. To let something go. Leaving something behind. Something's coming to an end. It's going to be different for all of you, but yeah, there's clearly something that you're letting go of. Something that may no longer be bringing you the fulfillment that it once has. Some of you might know exactly what it is. What is this? What am I doing again? Redirecting you on your path. What is this message about, Spirit? The 2 of Cups. So this is going to be movement into balance. This is going to be towards something that's going to bring you more alignment here. Something that's more in alignment with you. Maybe a new version of yourself. Transformed. You're transforming, you're changing here, growing, evolving, shedding old skin. Ten of Wands. Some of you, it's a job. I mean, we've got that here. Consider a change on your career path. Some of you, it is your job, leaving a job, your career, potentially for some of you. That may be redirecting you onto a whole new career path for some of you. Could be just to a new job, a new beginning. And we've got that Ace of Pentacles there. It's time for a shift. And it's time to flow with it, right? Maybe that's where too, with this updates to your psychic abilities. Let's look at that a little bit. What kind of updates? Wait, what kind of updates is pile 1 getting to their psychic abilities? What kind of update is pile 1 getting? I just thought I should use a different deck. We've got Judgment here. Perhaps for some of you, this is mediumship. Okay. Mediumship for some of you. Strengthening this connection to the dead, to the spirit realm. I actually want to use a different deck for this too. So where is it? What is this updates to Pile 1 psychic abilities? Intelligence. It's like her third eye is just receiving so much more information. I mean, that is expansion, right? That is updates here. That is updates, all right. Let's see a little bit more. There it is. There it is. Mediumship. I told you. Yeah. So yeah, first, I mean, this could be a gift that you've already had, but you've been ignoring it. You know, perhaps if your higher self is like trying to push you towards using this, maybe you're meant to use that to help others, or even to connect with your own dearly departed. Okay. Perhaps this is going to be a little bit of a clearer channel too when you're connecting with spirit. That's really cool, Pile 1. That's awesome. Okay, so let's get last messages for you. For Pile 1, messages from your higher self. We've got Abracadabra with wings. It says fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. That's a good vibe right there. We have the Goddess. Healing feminine energy. Healing your feminine energy. And then we've got your self-confidence. A strong self-belief and a sense of worth. Okay. So again, this is where I feel like your higher self is really wanting you to just know how powerful you really are and to be confident in yourself. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you, pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with the Firework Obsidian, this is going to be your reading today. So we're doing a message or messages from your higher self. So for those of you that are wanting to know what oracle decks, tarot decks I'm using, you'll always find that information in the description box. So we have card number 40. It says Witches of the Craft with Proficiency. Proficiency. We have Portal. We have number 21, Starborn. What does it say? Even the sun doesn't know it's a star. And then we have Bat, number 6. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. So it's like Spirit telling you here, stay in your power and don't fear what is ahead, right? In the future, something coming towards you. What lurks is coming with undenying change. So there's something your higher self is saying to you here, that's something that's on your path. There's also a bunch of bats here. Bats are a symbol of change, transformation, rebirth. So we'll see a little bit more about this to see what your higher self is trying to tell you about. Let's see what your tarot cards. Wheel of Fortune. Pile 1 got the Wheel of Fortune too in the other deck though. And the Wheel of Fortune is about change. It's about being at a turning point in our life. where there is some type of change, and there's a need for us to not fear the change, not fear, something coming to an end. I definitely want to see what this is for you, but maybe the tarot is going to tell us. So Wheel of Fortune. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, we have the 5 of Swords, there's the Fool, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. I kind of feel like there might be some similarities here to your message and Pile 1's message. If you did feel drawn to them, I feel like I would definitely listen to that one as well, because it kind of looks like there is a change here for some of you, especially surrounding career. Okay, so if you're feeling you're resonating with that, there was a message in Pile 1 about that too. This could certainly be a continuation of that energy. If you felt drawn to it, then I would certainly listen to that one too. So we're going to start off with looking at the message with the Starborn. And this one is Love Your Inner Goddess deck 21. Okay, it says you have a strong spiritual connection with the universe. Trust your intuition and your inner feelings about things, especially when your inner feeling is at odds with the appearance of something. Sometimes it is when it seems like the least is happening that the most important thing is actually taking place. You just cannot see it yet. You have a special and deeply spiritual life purpose, to fulfill. You cannot get there with logic and planning. Your spirit knows how to guide you, and the universe knows how to support you. Following your heart along your spiritual path is going to lead you to your best, brightest, and most beautiful life success. There is stardust in your soul. The earth loves you, and you are meant to be here. But you may feel in your heart that you come from some other place. Human behavior may not always make sense to you. It may sometimes seem unnecessarily cruel or selfish. As you let yourself fall deeper in love with the earth, enjoying her creativity and beauty, you'll learn to hear her in your heart. You'll understand your purpose and why you chose to bring your starry-eyed soul to her as a human being, living the life you are meant to be living. You'll realize that there are certain ways that you can help others to open up to the wisdom that your heart already knows. You cannot always understand why things are the way they are, but we can always make a positive contribution towards healing change. Your life mission is to be happily you, in the ways that feel most true, to fall in love with your life here on earth just as much as you feel love in your soul for the heavenly stars. You are meant to be here, shining as beautiful, loving star on earth. The sacred ritual for this card says you can do this exercise physically or by visualizing, feeling, imagining, or pretending. You are going to gaze at the stars in the night sky, lying on your back. If you can, perhaps somewhere in nature, if that is possible, feel the pleasant heaviness of your body connecting to the earth as you relax and gaze at the stars, imagining that you can open your heart and receive the starlight they generously shine. Maybe you see or feel a shooting star. That's another starborn soul, just like you. That's so sweet. Making her way to the earth to increase love and light on this planet, just like you do. Ooh, that's a nice message. I like that. Okay. So we have proficiency here. Now, proficiency is about, getting good at something, learning it, studying it. And you do have the Eight of Pentacles here, which is about self-mastery. So learning how to master the self. Learning to invoke your power and to not fear what is hidden from you or what lies ahead on your path. Sometimes we do have a fear of the unknown, a fear of change. You have the Fool here, which is about taking a leap of faith into a new beginning. This is stepping into your unlimited potential, unlimited possibilities, right? Here she's standing right at the opening to this portal that is taking her to another realm. And for you, that may be like a different timeline. Stepping into a new timeline, because with the Eight of Pentacles being here, some of you, this could very well be that you've already done a lot of inner work and now it's time for the shift. It's time for the change. It's time to follow your soul's purpose, right? And that information, again, is coming from within inside of you. Your soul knows exactly what you're meant to do. Your higher self is there to guide you. We just have to listen. And sometimes we spend time thinking and thinking and thinking and like, why can't I figure this out? What am I supposed to do? And we just think and think and think. That is not the way to access that information. Right? The way that we connect in with the higher self, with our higher self, is through meditation, stillness, quiet, directing our attention inwards, not looking for answers outside of ourselves. You have the knowledge. You have and hold all of that information within. The Five of Swords energy here can sometimes talk about self-sabotaging thoughts or feeling defeated. You know, having trust issues with trusting yourself or your own inner voice. Perhaps this is also something that needs healing. Okay? I am going to clarify this, but I will say I can't ignore the obvious, okay? Some of you might literally be being guided and led towards, especially if you're single, you might be being guided and led towards mastering, any type of negative thoughts or thinking, especially when it does relate to love. And this could certainly be that you do have love that you're being guided towards. A new beginning in love. This could be even a new long-term relationship or your forever person. So it's important for you, I feel like also that your higher self is saying to you to really work towards minimizing and being more self-aware of the self-sabotaging thoughts, the negative thinking, any type of victim mentality, working on learning to trust yourself more, healing any type of betrayal wounds, or any type of toxic, abusive, past family wounds, okay? Because the Ten of Pentacles can also talk about our family legacy, our family line. And so if you have had a difficult or challenging upbringing at your home life or even with past relationships where you've been mistreated, this is important for you to heal this within yourself. And I do feel like that's a very important message for you from your higher self as well. You get more, you become better at learning to transmute the energy to, complete that death and rebirth cycle. So let's look a little bit more at the bat here. Invoke thy power, which is basically your higher self saying to you, step into your power. No more fear-based thinking. What lurks is coming with undenying change. So what is coming that is going to change things for pile 2? What is coming that is going to change things? The Page of Cups. For some of you, I think I really do. For some of you, it's new love. What is this? The Three of Cups in reverse. Some of you might have a fear of being vulnerable, a feel of opening up to others. Some of you might even have a new friend coming into your life. So there's a need for you to be open to socializing, to connecting with others, to going out, to having fun, to having a social life. Another thing that I'm seeing here, and this will be a very specific message for some of you might have someone in your life who's not a very good friend to you. This could be a person who talks behind your back, a person who betrays you, lies to you. And so you also might be made aware of this person's betrayal. Now, it could be a friend, a love interest, a family member. And I feel like this is where it's important for you to use discernment with this, especially if you're having like a gut feeling, okay, about someone. We do have the Two of Pentacles energy. Now this is, about change here. Some type of change. I want to get a little bit more. The Lovers. Yes, some of you have a new love interest coming in. This could certainly be divine counterpart, soulmate. Like I said, for some of you, your forever partner. I feel like I want to look at this portal. Let's see, where is the portal? Okay, so it says, this is only one of the meanings, but I feel like where the correlation here is to the message that I just gave you. It says someone from a forgotten land will soon become a friend or an enemy. That is up to you. Either way, their arrival will be disruptive. Why would their arrival be disruptive? Well, if they're coming in with this Three of Cups in reverse energy, this is a person who's, like I said, not a good friend. So I will say it's going to be important for you, because this person, if you allow it to, could be something that does affect your life in some way, if you allow it to throw you off balance or out of alignment. Interesting. Okay. What else with the portal? It says there are multiple stargates and portals on Earth that have allowed travelers to journey beyond space and time. Many ancient sites like Stonehenge in the UK and the Abydos and Abu Ghurab in Egypt are believed to be portals connecting humankind with alien races and gods and goddesses. Belief in these portals support why ancient civilizations that were inaccessible to each other via traditional means share similar histories and accounts involving supernatural beings that may have used these portals to access both faraway lands. For example, both ancient Incas and Egyptians share an uncanny amount of cultural similarities despite being oceans away. This is quite interesting. I think I want to just kind of get some tarot here a little bit and see what this portal is about for you. What is this portal about for pile 2? The Four of Cups. What is this portal about for pile 2? The High Priestess. Okay. So your reference to this pile 2 is, it's kind of like your higher self is saying to you to connect in with your higher self. The Four of Cups is when we are distracted And it's kind of like your higher self is trying to get your attention, but you're not seeing, or you're not hearing, you're not feeling into the way that your higher self is trying to connect with you. You know, and perhaps it is maybe other things that are kind of going on in your life that are kind of distracting your attention away. What is this portal about? The Hangman. This is going to be something that helps you to change or shift your perspective. You know, the Hangman is also about receiving enlightenment, insight. So it's kind of like your higher self's message to you is saying, I'm trying to connect with you. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to you. You have to listen to me so that you may receive the wisdom, the information that I'm trying to share with you about your path, about this change, about, you know, certain people or situations that could be coming into your life and how to handle it. It's, you know, it's because the High Priestess is also claircognizance. It's us having an inner knowing about something. So that even if, right, you do have certain people coming into your life, and I'm seeing here both positive and negative, okay, I will say that. There could be a negative situation involving a friend, or perhaps somebody that you used to have as part of your social group, you know, friend of a friend or something like that. But like I said, with that Three of Cups in reverse, it's somebody that's talking behind your back. It's a person that's probably kind of pushing you out of the friend group, excluding you. But I feel like the reason why your higher self is telling you this is because you are someone who has, again, where this card was saying, you have a very strong channel of information that is accessible to you through your higher self. And your higher self is trying to be able to give you the insight into certain things that are happening in your life, or even warnings, where your intuition can warn you about something or give you some kind of information and insight into a specific person or situation that's going to be happening in your life, so that you're able to recognize that presence or that person when they do show up, and your higher self is already giving you the information, already giving you the heads up, basically. So that when you haven't received that information ahead of time, and then all of a sudden you have this situation come into your life and you're like, oh no, my higher self warned me about this. Or, you know, if it's like your soulmate here that's coming in, your long-term partner, your higher self could be trying to give you that information ahead of time to say, hey, it's time. It's coming. It's happening. So this is where it's important for us, where your higher self is saying to you, take some time to pause, to practice stillness and pay attention, because the way in which our higher self, the universe, communicates with us sometimes is very subtle. And sometimes it requires us to be quiet, to quiet the mind, to stop thinking, and to start feeling and listening. Because with the Four of Cups here, this is when we're distracted. We've got a blind spot. There's something we're not seeing or we're not paying attention to. And that's your higher self trying to send messages to you. She's surrounded here by all of these crows, right? And crows and ravens are all kind of seen in the spirit realm as messengers, spiritual messengers, giving you the insight. Okay, so let's get some other messages here. You know, and the Lovers also has to do with a choice of the heart. Some of you might be being guided towards a new passion, you know, especially for those of you that are going to be aligning with your soul's purpose, your soul's mission. And this could be really you learning to trust where your heart is leading you, to learn how to master the intuition as your compass. So instead of asking questions like, what path am I on? Where am I supposed to go? What's, you've already received it. You already know it because you've received that information from your higher self. Pile 2. Your guides connect with you in nature. Truth and honesty needs to be spoken. Now that could either be another person saying that to you, or it could be that you need to say this to someone else. Messages from pile 2's higher self. Transformational relationships. So connections coming in that could support your growth here. We have strong spiritual enlightenment energy. Now this could be the person who has this. It could also be your higher self letting you know that you do carry this energy within. Prepare for a journey. Your higher self is saying to you. Unhealthy connections. Like I said, I see a mix of both here. But it is. Even the unhealthy connections are ones that are transformational. All of which. They all assist us with growth, especially the challenging ones. We have ancestors are trying to protect or warn you about someone. You see this message coming in? Get a second opinion. That might be confirmation for somebody. This kind of feels like an extra side message here. So perhaps some of you might have been thinking about something or have something going on here. And you'll be feeling like maybe I should ask someone else. This is Spirit, your higher self saying here, get a second opinion. Do not return down dark paths you have already moved away from. Okay, whether that's a friend, a romantic partner. And a perfect example of that is, say, like a person who's mistreated you or disrespected you in the past, and they're coming back around again. Don't go back down that path, is what your higher self is saying. Write poetry under the moonlight. I love that. Maybe perhaps for some of you that are, actually have the opportunity to do that in your backyard, or even if you have like a little patio or balcony or something where you can just kind of visualize your heart space being illuminated by all of the stars in the sky, just like imagining this white, beautiful light that's connecting your heart space with the stars in the sky, filling you with this beautiful energy. And then after that, writing poetry, or it can be the other way around, starting off with poetry and then moving into that little ritual there. Your dreams are... What did I write here? My writing is so messy. Sorry, guys. Your dreams are highlighting what needs healing. Okay. I wrote these so long ago. Your dreams are highlighting what needs healing. So perhaps some of you are having some strange or vivid dreams lately about something, some type of message there. But this is your higher self saying to you that your dreams are highlighting something that needs healing, which is interesting, you guys. Today has been a really long day for me. I actually woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning because I had a nightmare. about something from my past, and it was so bad that it scared me awake. And I've been up literally since 1:30 this morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep because it just kind of rattled me, like the horror of that of me having to go through that again. But it's like it's still there, so that is good for me to do too. This message right here. Yeah, dreams are highlighting what needs healing. Like I clearly still need healing from that past situation that happened to me. But you know, sometimes we just kind of suppress things and feel like, I'm good, I'm fine. And then they kind of pop up in our dream. And that's what happened to me this morning. And it was not fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to stop there. And then we're going to add in these last messages. Is there anything I want to clarify here though first? I think actually they prepare for a journey here. What is preparing? What is this for pile 2? Preparing for a journey. The 10 of Cups. Well, 10 of Cups is a beautiful energy. Happily ever after. So some of you, like I said, you are having somebody amazing coming into your life. Something that's going to make you very happy, very fulfilled. Magician. And this may have been something that you've already been working towards manifesting here. Or somebody that's been manifesting you. Okay. Any other messages for pile 2? We have Abracadabra with wings. Pile 1 got this too. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. We have protection, and it says strong protective magic for the family and the home. And then we have triple moon here. It says embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. All right, so that is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the Mookaite Jasper, this is going to be your reading. So a message from your higher self. For those of you that are wanting to know what Oracle Tarot decks I'm using today, you can find that information in the description box. So let's see, pile 3, we have High Priestess with Conduit. We have the Veil. And it says, it's quite possible your eyes have become the fog in which you dwell. A half-swallowed glimpse of all that you truly are or can be. That the tears you bleed are ready for the storms to turn the skies inward. That's quite interesting because we have the High Priestess here and the Veil. It is quite possible your eyes have become the fog in which you dwell. So I almost kind of feel like your message here from your higher self is that there might be a disconnect between you and your higher self, or it could be that the information that your higher self is giving to you could be misinterpreted. It could be something that you doubt, something that you are confused by. You could be confusing it with your ego. The ego could be kind of inserting itself in a way and kind of mixing you up. Okay, let's keep going. We have Believe. And she's got a mirror there that she's kind of looking at her reflection in. So maybe there's a need for you to learn, like your message here from your higher self could be a need for you to learn to trust your intuition more, to believe in yourself, that you are channeling information from your higher self and to not doubt yourself. We have Be Your Own Hero, number 15. Okay, let's see your tarot. We have Temperance, the Three of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the King of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. This is what this is right here. I feel like both of these energies in the fogginess. Because the Eight of Swords is when we keep ourselves stuck in a mental prison of negative thinking, overthinking even. I feel like your higher self is kind of wanting you to change your perspective here. Some of you, I feel like what's going to help you to clear that fogginess is actually stabilizing your emotions. Okay? And it could be different for different reasons for each of you. But the Four of Cups can be sometimes a very mild depression for some people. We can be feeling very indifferent towards life. We could be feeling bored, unhappy, discontent, just kind of checked out. We could be feeling unfulfilled, emotionally unfulfilled, feeling just kind of unhappy, maybe with the way that things are in our life. And sometimes we might even feel a little shut down because of it. You know, we could have certain opportunities to change or to do things different, and when we're in this state, the Four of Cups can sometimes be when we're feeling sorry for ourselves. We're feeling kind of low, you know? And so this emotional state for you can certainly be something that is creating a little bit of that fogginess for you and creating the disconnect between you and your higher self. So I am feeling, like I said, there's a need for stabilizing your emotions. I feel like it's most definitely a message here from your higher self. And the Temperance card is here, which is about balance and healing and changing in terms of your perspective as well. Because moving out of these two energies here can certainly help you, like I said, to kind of clear that fogginess here. And then with the Three of Pentacles here, you know, the threes within the tarot, they connect to the Empress. And the Empress is all about fertility and expansion and growth. And the Three of Pentacles can sometimes talk about us collaborating and working with others. And it can also be about us working towards laying the groundwork for a solid foundation. So this could even be working towards laying the groundwork for building a foundation for you, yourself, and for you to truly believe in yourself. We have Be Your Own Hero. So I do feel like I want to start with this message here. This is from the Love Your Inner Goddess, number 15. Okay. Believe that you are worthy of an amazing life. You don't need to feel guilty or hold yourself back to make anyone else feel comfortable. You don't need to be timid or uncertain, worrying that you are becoming too much for someone else or asking too much from the universe. Living a great life is not about competition with anyone else. Living a great life helps inspire others to do the same. It doesn't take anything away from anyone else. If your dreams both excite and scare you, that's a good sign. Give yourself permission to go for it. Go after what you want with a happy heart. The spiritual guidance says, you have every right to be proud of yourself. You have courage. You have listened to your heart, even though sometimes that seemed to be the harder choice to make. You may have days when you don't feel so heroic, but deep within, you know you have the guts and you are strong. You know that a challenge is the way the universe shows you that you are capable of something more. An opportunity is before you. Has your heart been urging you to take a stand or take action in some way? Would you feel proud of yourself if you honored that? Then do it. You are learning what it is to truly respect and take pride in yourself. That means feeling good about the sort of person you choose to be, how you choose to live your life, not lowering your standards to be the same as everyone else, but honoring your heart, becoming an inspiration to yourself. You don't need to try to impress anyone. You are an awesome human being, and you have everything within you to make yourself proud. It's time to step up. It's time to be your own hero. So the sacred ritual for this card says, take hold of your own hand. Say aloud, I'm proud to be my own hero. Think of any situation in your life where you know you need to step up and be better, be bolder, be wiser. Let yourself be calm and confident so that you don't feel that your spirit is now 1,000,000 times bigger than the issue. Open your arms above your head, as if in victory, and say aloud, I've got this. I trust myself, and all I have that I need within me to rise up as my own hero. I am proud to be me. So I'm going to leave this open for you guys if you want to screenshot that and maybe save that for future reference. Okay. What else do I want to see here? I kind of want to look at this. I know, this is a general reading, so it's going to be different for all of you, but I kind of want to look. First off, also, what is making you feel this way? Of course, it's going to be different for all of you, but let's see. What is this veil here for pile 3? The Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords can sometimes talk about indecision or confusion. The Justice card. Perhaps some of you are trying to make some type of decision here. The Ten of Cups. This has to do with your happiness. Your sense of happiness, your sense of fulfillment here. Maybe some of you kind of feel like, I don't know what's going to make me happy. I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what's going to be fulfilling for me. Some of you might be feeling like that. Why is the Four of Cups here? Chariot. Yeah, so your higher self is trying to encourage you to kind of, it does feel like there's a little stagnancy here. This could be your higher self wanting you to kind of push yourself out of the comfort zone and to start getting moving again towards making some progress or having a goal even and working towards that goal. Why is the Four of Cups here? Ten of Wands. Yeah, some of you might be holding back or resisting change or movement or feeling indecisive. Again, maybe feeling like, I don't know what's going to make me happy, or I don't know how I'm going to feel fulfilled. But, sitting in this energy, I do feel like it's something that your higher self is trying to encourage you to get out of. That's also, I feel like, why there is importance here with you connecting in with your intuition, to building and strengthening that bond. Okay, let's see. Pile 3, what else for you? A message for... We got a storm coming in 15 minutes, so I'll be done with your reading by then. I just don't want the power to go out while I'm uploading this. Hopefully not. Okay. Self-preservation. It says, see the strengths in your perceived weaknesses. Okay, so maybe what you perceive as weaknesses, your higher self is wanting you to begin to see the strength within that, or finding strength within that. Bring light into the ancestral line. So perhaps some of you are, you know, healing your family line, shedding light upon wounds, okay, maybe from mother, from father, from grandparents, from past generations. We have shadow work will help you discover your purpose. Messages from pile 3's higher self. I thought I saw the word chosen, so perhaps some of you are the chosen one out of your family line who was meant to heal your lineage. We have lurking in the shadows and accept all the parts of yourself. So is it you who's lurking in the shadows? Or is this something else? Maybe we should get a little bit more. But yeah, this does make me think about you too. Are you lurking in the shadows? In the comfort zone? Write poetry under the moonlight. We have earthing, protection and grounding to dispel negative energy. So for some of you, it might be helpful for you to spend more time outdoors. The term is earthing, or, you know, going outside to ground. If you are able to, and you have access to, you know, grass, take your shoes off, take your socks off, and put your feet on the ground. Okay, even if you're wanting to kind of dig your feet in the sand, in the dirt. Put your back up against a tree. Okay, sit down on the ground. Because the earth is really great at helping us to dispel negative energy. And it kind of replaces and recharges us in the way it makes us. And that's why, you know, you notice like after you spend time in nature, or even like when you're outdoors for a little holiday vacation, you feel good. You feel kind of like like you're reset. You feel renewed. You know, you feel well rested. You've been out in the forest or the trees or the beach or, you know, a trail or something like that. Nature. You know, if you live in a busy city, perhaps this is kind of maybe traveling out to the countryside where you live. Maybe out to more rural areas, okay, where they have places that you can go to spend time in nature. And if you absolutely don't have anything like that, I'd also recommend just kind of creating a little sacred space for yourself inside the home and putting plants inside the house. Okay. Pile 3. Prepare for a journey. Intuitive painting. Some of you might like to try to start doing that. Your higher self is encouraging you to do that. We also have forgiveness is not a prerequisite to healing. Okay? We can still work on healing. Sometimes we're not ready to forgive people, okay, others. You know, sometimes the forgiveness, we need to forgive ourselves, you know, with certain things. But yeah, forgiveness is not a prerequisite to healing, meaning we can still heal without forgiving someone. I would say more or less, maybe like if somebody has done something to you, healing the resentment, you know, could certainly be beneficial for you, but that doesn't mean that you need to forgive that person, you know, if you're not ready to. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have trauma does not have to be a life sentence, okay? Does not. And this message is only for those of you that this really resonates for, that have gone through some type of trauma. But it's basically saying that we do have the ability to come back from these very challenging, you know, situations that we've gone through. You know, I know most of you that watch my channel here, you're very familiar with my story. If you're not, I do have actually another channel called The Mystical Gypsy. And I posted years ago, I think it was probably like 2 or 3 years ago, I posted a very, I shared a lot, okay? I shared a lot about my story, about part of my story. But it was something that I felt that I needed to do, to let all of you guys know that it is very possible for you to be able to have and live a happy life again after trauma. You know, so those of you that are feeling like you're still working towards healing that, I want you to know that too, that it is possible for you to heal. It is possible for you to regain your sense of self. You know, of course, there are certain traumas that might take a lot more attention and even sometimes professional help to overcome those. But this is your higher self letting you know that it does not have to be a life sentence. You can certainly, you know, grow and transform into a more powerful version of yourself. Okay, it barely is possible for you. I've done it. You know, I know you can do it. For those of you that are on that journey of healing your trauma. So there is, and I'm also seeing beautiful things take time to grow. Okay, so perhaps that's a message of patience, but it's also you being beautiful and knowing and being kind and compassionate to yourself. Hold compassion and understanding for yourself, no matter what you're going through. You know, I feel like it's certainly another message from your higher self. Now, I do want to look at this prepare for a journey here. What is this journey going to be for pile 3? The Page of Wands, that is a journey right there. The Page of Wands is about going down a new path, something passionate, something exciting. It could be a new passion that you have pursuing. Let's see. 3 of Swords. Yeah, some of you, it might be a journey of healing. You know, working towards changing your perspective over past. Starting a new chapter of life. Okay. All right, let's pull these last couple messages for you. Pile 3. That's a lot. We've got Trinket 5, and it says manifesting money and income. 555, manifesting money and income. We have fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goals. Those of you that do like to work with the fae. We have fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. And then we also have the Tree of Life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. And then your last message here says successful career, a happy working environment, pay rises and promotions. Shouldn't that say pay raises? It says pay rises. a typo. So yeah, maybe for some of you, this is your higher self kind of giving you confirmation that, especially if you've been working towards trying to manifest more money in your life, more success with your career. We've got this fire energy here, which I feel like is very supportive of that. You being able to kind of make this happen. And at the bottom, we have wishes coming true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. That is really beautiful energy. All right, so that is all that I have for you, pile 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.